Hello everybody, my name is Razu and welcome to my first art speed paint on the channel. As my school year began to wrap up, I had the inspiration of starting up my YouTube channel again. I used to have so much fun creating videos as a kid, but slowly my channel became quiet and unused. As mentioned in my YouTube bio, I wanted to focus on making multiple types of videos, one of which was art videos. This includes speed paints, real-time drawing videos, possibly recording the process of my graphic design projects, and also traditional art projects or crafts that I work on. There's more that can fit under this category, but I'm starting off with a speed paint as my first official art video for the channel. This work is actually a commission from my supervisor at work. We originally came up with the idea in December after I had drawn my coworker a baseball-obsessed dragon. My supervisor liked it and asked me to draw him as his favorite character from the video game The Witcher. This character being Geralt, so I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've never heard of the game before, but from first glance, it doesn't seem to be the genre of games I would personally like, but it does look really cool. Also, yes, we did plan for this in December and it is now June and I've just finished it. Typically, I would not spend this long on a commission, but since my job was seasonal and I had the winter off, I was not sure if he actually wanted to commission me or not, since I've never been commissioned by anybody. Then school started up and I was just extremely busy. A lot of my time was put into my school projects, the main one being the animation I just uploaded a couple weeks ago, and eventually I forgot about the commission. So work eventually started up in late March, and every time I ran into my supervisor, he asked where his commission was. It became clear that this was a real commission and I needed to get it done, but sadly I had to finish my 2-minute long animation, weekly illustration projects, progress on my portfolio, and just a bunch more stuff. These all seem like bad excuses, but they really took up all my time and I wasn't feeling motivated to work in the free time I did have, since my schoolwork just drained me so much. In the future though, I definitely will work on managing my time better, as well as finding out what type of schedule will work best for me in the future as I do more commissions. So it might be a little bit hard to see right now, but currently in the piece, I'm working on rendering the face and the hair. I like starting with the face first. It's my favorite part. As soon as I get the eyes done, I feel like I could just keep going from there. Like I gotta start at the eyes and then spread my way out. I can't do it any other way or else it won't work for me. Spring semester of my freshman year was honestly a terrible time for me art-wise, since we had to make full traditional works every single week in my basic drawing 2 class, and it just messed up my enjoyment for art. That summer, I didn't draw for 2 months, and while I planned to do about 5 to 7 different art attacks for Art Fight, I ended up only doing 1. Thankfully, this spring semester ended on a better note, and I started making an original character for my friend's Pokemon universe that they are making, and I had so much fun working on my character, and I feel like this is the first time in a while that I've actually been happy to draw again. It doesn't feel like a chore, and I actually want to spend my free time drawing. My Pokemon character was drawn in Procreate, but for this commission, I am using Clip Studio Paint. I bought Clip Studio Paint in the fall of 2024 for my digital illustration class. Then in the winter of 2024, I upgraded my program to the EX version because I wanted to use it for my animation class. Right now on the screen are the pens that I use for the line art and black colors and also rendering. I thought I'd share them because mostly I use pens that I downloaded from the main gallery. When I downloaded them at the time, they were free. I'm not sure if things changed and you have to pay for them, but if you are able to try these out, I highly recommend them. Since this is a commission for my supervisor, I thought it would be funny if I take this time to share some of my wacky stories from work. So one of the attractions I operate is called Ground Shuttle, which is a JCB 540-170 telescopic handler. The cabana for the vehicle consists of 15 seats with special buckles, and these buckles have to be unlocked with a special key, since we can't have people unbuckling them mid-ride and falling off. One annoying thing though is that sometimes the buckles will get stuck and the key won't do its job at unlocking them. Usually it's okay, I'd call over a supervisor, but in this case I had a father and a son who were stuck, and I was just about to call my supervisors over, but the dad was like, "Oh, I think I can get us out." He took off his prosthetic leg and just shimmied himself out of the seat. I stood there shocked. I did not know he had a prosthetic leg. I don't even know how to describe this. I was just so shocked. So yeah, basically that happened. Of course I was nice. I was just like, "Oh, okay, have a nice day." But man, I just stood there and I was like, what is going on? Why is this happening to me? Why did the key have to not work? I didn't know this was gonna happen today. I have a lot of memories from Ground Shuttle, so here's another one. One night I had to work the Camp Out, which is an event held in the spring and fall where guests can ride the rides late at night and sleep over at the park. For this year's spring Camp Out, I got to run Ground Shuttle, and it was dark over there, so not many people went on my ride since not many people noticed it. So I was just chilling in the dark in a seat on the cabana, and I noticed a group of supervisors coming my way. They were all front of house minus one of my ride operating supervisors, and I think they were testing to see if our electric scooters could fit through the exit fence, which it did. They got on through and I was able to take them all on a ride. I got to drive them around in the dark, and I could see how much fun they were having in the camera, which is there so we could see if the riders are safe. But after that, they gave me an A+ for my driving skills. They said they loved me, and then they left. So I hope you really enjoyed my silly stories. I will now let you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will see you again at the end with my thoughts. Ta-da! Here's the finished commission. I honestly don't know how to put into words how happy I am with the outcome. I've never had a piece come out as cool as this, and I'm just so thrilled that my supervisor loves it too. I hope you all had a fun time watching my drawing process and listening to my silly stories. And I have some other videos planned and some are in the works, so please look forward to them. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.